Gitmo still houses notorious terrorists like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the self-proclaimed mastermind of the 9/11 attacks.
Tell us where we are.
We're standing right now in front of Camp 6, and that's where the majority of the general population detainees are housed. Just don't get any guard faces in the back.
This time, I was here to report on Obama's final push to empty out the prison. In his last year, he released 52 detainees. Nearly half of them had been held without charges and were once considered too dangerous to let go. But military and intelligence officials finally deemed the men safe to set free. I wanted to know more about these decisions and what happened to the detainees once they got out.
This gate would literally be the last gate that they walk through before they get on their transportation to leave Guantanamo Bay.
Just released to the United Arab Emirates.
The detainees have been scattered around the globe, taken in under secret deals.
Bodyguard for Osama bin Laden is now free after being held for 14 years.
None of the officials involved in these deals will discuss the details, but most of the detainees were sent to Arab countries.
The Obama administration quietly took 10 terror suspects from the prison at Guantanamo Bay and transferred them to the Middle Eastern country of Oman.
Some were sent to rehab centers in places like Oman.
The U.S. released 4 Yemeni men with some relatives waiting.
Others were reunited with their families in Saudi Arabia. Every transfer was reviewed and approved by the Department of Defense.
Hello. How are you?
Chuck Hagel personally signed off on more than 40 detainees during his years as Secretary of Defense.
In terms of the facts about former detainees, what should Americans make of their danger, their status?
There's always the danger, of course, because this is an imperfect process. But every one of those detainees I signed off on, it was based on the best, absolute best information, intelligence, and knowledge and certification that we could come up with. And one of the final questions that I had to certify was, in your opinion, have you done everything to minimize the possibility that a detainee would ever again do any harm to an American or any of our allies?
What did that mean in practice, in figuring that out?
I always took the approach that I wanted to be damn sure. And I wanted assurance from my security people that in fact they had seen physically where these people were going to be, who was going to monitor them, how often the monitoring. And on the other side, we say to the host countries that are going to accept them, we want these people to get back into society where they are productive citizens. That means education, that means rehabilitation. Of course, I mean, that's clearly in our interest. It's in the interest of the detainee.